like a Hellcat.
Hello and welcome back to the channel where it is time for some pickups. Now I've not done any pickups videos on this channel for a while, and that's because I'd had a second channel where I was covering the Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol magazine, and I was putting the pickup videos on there as well just to complement it. So that channel had 2 videos a week, but actually I decided I wasn't going to pursue the whole entire series of the Combat Patrol magazine. It was 90 issues and I did the first 20, but I just don't have the interest this time around. Whereas when I did the Conquest magazine, it was really interesting, it was new. This time around, I just don't have the interest, and as they're all different types of models every 10 or so issues, I didn't have the interest in collecting all of those models, so I've stopped that. I've decided I'm going to migrate my pickups back onto this channel, but I'm going to do it a little bit different from now on. I'm only going to do pickup videos once a month, and I'm going to club together basically any games that I pick up in a month and put them all together. Now this video is going to cover all the pickups I had in January, which I've already recorded obviously, and I'm basically going to edit it together now after this little bit of video so they're all together. The same will happen for February's pickups, and then moving forward it'll be a much more traditional style pickups videos where I show you the games, cover them, talk about them, play bits of video, or show you how much they cost or anything like that, but I'll just be clubbing them together into one video every month. I'll probably drop the last Friday of every month. So I will leave you now and you will see all of my pickups from January. Hello and welcome back to the channel where once again it's time for a few charity shop pickups. Now I very rarely do charity shop finds simply because the charity shops around my area never really have any games, but we do have one big St. Michael's Hospice one just on the outskirts of town, and I picked up 3 games today which I will be able to take into CEX and turn into a reasonable credit profit. So let's crack on. The first one I picked up was Metro Exodus. This was £2 in the charity shop. CEX sell it for £8 and it will give me £5 credit. It's in perfectly trade-worthy condition. Great start. Second one, Xbox 360 game, and they actually had about 25 Xbox 360 games in the charity shop. Most of them were just complete cannon fodder, but a few of them did have a bit of value, and the first one that I picked up was Red Dead Redemption. Again, this was £2. This one trades in for £5 because it has an £8 sale price at CEX, so I think that's another decent one. It's in reasonable condition as well, so if you see this one out and about and it's a £2 or less, pick it up because it still holds on to a little bit of trade value. And of course the last one, that really, I guess you'd call it big hitter in terms of charity shop finds on Xbox 360. Of course, I'm talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The second copy of this game that I've had from this shop still sells for £12 at CEX, and you'll still get £8 credit for it. So it's a brilliant one to find, and it's still super common on the 360 because the 360 was really popular when this game came out still. So even though I think it's on the more modern systems too, the 360 one is probably the most common one that I see out and about, and it has £8 trade-in value, so it's always worth picking up. Now, my golden rule really for when I'm looking for games from charity shops is if it's going to trade in for double or better what you pay for it, it's worth picking up. So if you're buying a game for £1 and it trades in for £2, it's worth it. If it's going to cost you £5, but you're going to get £10 of voucher for it, it is worth it because it's almost like going into CEX and buying a game for half price, and you would obviously do that given the chance. So I think it's always worth picking up games that are going to give you double or more the trade-in value. Now these cost me £5.50. There's £18 of retail credit, I should say, there. So that'll give me £18 to spend as and when I can next go up there, because as of recording this video, I'm a few days away from having my operation on my foot, and then I'll be laid up for a reasonable amount of time, so I won't actually be able to go out and about looking for anything. So I'll probably hold on to that credit voucher unless I see something interesting come into stock online. That is it today. Have anybody out there, should I say has anybody out there managed to get any decent charity shop pickups at the start of the new year? If you have, let me know what they are down below with a comment, and like always, I'll be back in the near future with some more pickups. Goodbye for now. Hello and welcome back to the channel where once again it's time for another pickup video. Today is simply one game that I picked up off Vinted. I sent the seller the minimum offer possible for this item, £4.50, because he had it listed, I want to say £8 maybe. I think with fees and postage it was £7 something. I think, remembering off the top of my head, I think it's £10 to £12 at CEX. Can't remember what it is. I'll stick it up there. Anyway, and the game is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. I'll put it that way, then you can see it a bit better. The last Final Fantasy game that I need on the Wii. I have never played this game. I do not know anything about this game at all, other than it is a Final Fantasy based game. I did play the original Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube a little bit, but to be honest, I didn't play it that much. In terms of condition, it's in okay condition, to be fair. There was residue all in here. It looks like he'd spilled a drink or something, but thankfully WD-40 and some cotton wool got rid of all that, although it's gone on the manual, and the manual's a bit creased there. But for the price, I don't think I can complain. The disc, once I'd cleaned all the marks off there, is reasonably good. It's got a few marks and scratches on it, but hopefully it will play okay. I've actually been playing the Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo Dungeon game quite a bit. I have done a video on it. Whether it'll be up on my main channel or not at the point of me recording this video and then putting this video out, not entirely sure. Can't remember what date I've set for that. That's actually a deceptively difficult game because it starts off pretty easy, laid back, and you feel like, oh, this is going to be a really kiddie, easy peasy RPG. This has got some pretty harsh deaths in and some really frustrating elements. So you will actually need a bit of determination to put yourself through that game. But once I've finished that game, I will probably move on to either this one or try and play Crystal Bearers more. I have started that in the past and I just felt it didn't do it for me. But you know what? I kind of want to see it through to the end. Whether I'll play that first or this one, I am not entirely sure. I will feature this though in a first impressions video at some point. Has anybody out there played Echoes of Time on the Wii? Is it any good? I've literally no idea. Never seen a video for it or anything at all. Never even read a review for it in a magazine. Let me know your thoughts down below on this game, and like always, I'll be back in the near future with some more pickups. Goodbye for now. Hello and welcome back to the channel where once again it's time for some more pickups. Now as I sit here, I'm actually in quite a lot of pain because it's only 1 day removed from the surgery on my foot to remove the Morton's neuroma. So my left foot is actually in a lot of pain, but something that I ordered came today, so I thought, you know what, let's motivate myself to do the video. 3 games from World of Books. Now, if you go on World of Books quite a lot, you'll have noticed that a while back they changed the kind of layout of the website and things were set up differently, and it actually became harder searching for some PlayStation related games. They weren't all necessarily in the PlayStation or PlayStation 2 category anymore. So it's actually been really frustrating when you look through there. As well as that, they jacked the prices up on loads of stuff, and I've hardly ordered anything at all from there recently. And the promo offer as well was worse, because a lot of the time it had been buy 3 or more, save 30%, which was actually really good. But it had become buy 4, get the cheapest one free. And plain and simply, that offer I don't think is as good. Now there's always usually standard codes as well. If you use Honey, if you buy one single game, you can usually get 15% off anyway. So there is always promo codes on World of Books. But I thought, because I went on there then, I was looking, I noticed some of the prices had gone down on a lot of the original PlayStation games anyway. Then I noticed, although it says when you're looking for games, buy 4, get 1 free still, when you put them in your basket, it's actually now buy 3 or more and save 30% again. So I don't think they've updated the website properly. So basically I ordered 3 cheap, relatively cheap PlayStation games. So let's see if they're in any good condition. As always, it's just brown card bag, if you want to call it that, wrapping them up. So no doubt we will have damaged games. I'm 90% confident when I order PS1 games from there, they're going to turn up usually damaged. It doesn't bother me so much because you can always get them to send out a replacement or get a refund, or if they're an expensive one, like when I got Grand Stream Saga from there, they refunded me like 30% or something, and I'd already had 30% off with the promo. So that was actually a really great saving. Anyway, first game is, let's get it out. It is Thrasher Skate and Destroy. I've never played this game, know nothing about it at all. Didn't even have a picture, to be honest, when I looked at it. But first impressions are incredibly, this box is in one piece, it looks like. It is. It has the manual. The disc is back to front, like for some reason they do that a lot of the time. Is it the right game? It is the right game. And the disc looks amazing as well. So I'm not a huge skating fan, to be honest, but I think this was like, I want to say £3 something after the promo code's taken off, which is like amazing. When did this come out? 1999. No idea what that is like, but it's in really good condition. Doesn't even have any cracks anywhere, which is amazing for a PS1 game. Next one, this game doesn't even have a front cover. So we'll be, oh no, wait there. I stand corrected. It does have a front cover. Oh, it's got a black bar across the top, so it makes it look like there isn't a front cover in there. It's a game that I'd never even heard of until I saw it on the website. It is a game called Puzznic. I literally know nothing about this game. Looking at the back, it looks like some kind of, yeah, maybe somewhat similar to Tetris, maybe. I've no idea. It's not in very good condition. The box is bust across the front going down there. The back is okay. It's actually got hinges that work as well. It's got the right disc in, and it does actually have a manual, although the manual for this is very, very thin. The disc looks like, I should say, it's never been played, to be honest. So when did that come out? 2002, if I can see it properly. My eyes aren't very good indoors and my contact lenses in, so that's actually a pretty late PlayStation game. Again, this was really cheap, like £2.90 or something, or £3 something or other. I'll put all the prices up in the corner somewhere. Anyway, I literally know nothing about that game. That was probably the primary reason why I shoved it in the basket, just to see. And the last game was one that I might feature in a PlayStation versus Home. And if you're wondering why it's cut, why all of a sudden I'm wearing different clothes, it's a different time of the day, that's because somebody came round and then I couldn't finish the video. And then when I came to do it the next day, I looked at the other game that I bought and thought, oh my word. And that game was Three Lions. And as you can see, it's in a CD-ROM case. It's absolutely battered, I'm not gonna lie. The disc, I don't think you'll be able to see it on the camera, but it is scratched tons. I turned it on and it would simply just load the intro video, and then you can't play the game. It won't load when you try and get onto a match and stuff. It has actually got the manual. It's been squashed inside the front of the CD-ROM case, and the actual cover for the game has been folded over and bent in to get it in there. So I actually contacted World of Books the following day after, and they said they had one more copy in stock and they're going to send it to me. And then the following day they sent me an email saying, actually no, that was damaged, so they just sent me a refund. So I haven't actually got this. This doesn't work, so this is probably just going to go in the bin. And I was going to feature this in a Saturn versus PlayStation video at some point against that football game on the Saturn called Road to Win, World Cup 98, which came out, I think it was the last football game on the Saturn, but I'm going to have to delay that for the time being because that is absolute turd. So only those two pickups behind me up there, Puzznic and Thrasher. Now I actually had a go on Puzznic and it's garbage. Not gonna lie, I've played it since I've recorded the first part of the video, and that is a game that I probably should have looked up before I actually bought it for the sake of buying it, because it is pretty crap. Not played Thrasher yet, so I don't know how good that is. If you know how good Thrasher, is it Skate and Destroy or Seek and Destroy? Yeah, Skate and Destroy. If you know how good that game is, let me know with a comment down below. And like always, I'll be back in the near future with some more pickups. Goodbye for now. Hello and welcome back to the channel, where once again it's time for some more pickups. I was in Hereford the other day because I had to go to an appointment. So I thought, why not? Let's go in CEX and have a look. Now, CEX in Hereford, I think, is one of the lowest stocked stores for Wii games in the entire country. I think there were 70 Wii games in stock, and that's all I was really looking at, really, because of my series over on my main channel, First Impressions, where I've been doing videos based on taking a look at games on the Wii that I've never played before and summarizing my first thoughts on them within the first hour or so of gameplay. And I picked up two games from Hereford CEX, again, games that I've never played, know nothing about, I'd mentioned when I'd been doing my videos that I wanted to find like a more realistic racing game on the Wii. So I picked up Ferrari Challenge for £2. Never played this game, never watched a video for it, never seen a review for it. Part of me wants to think it's a sequel to that Ferrari game on the Dreamcast. No, it's down the bottom, I can't be bothered to get it. I don't know if it is or not. I've not actually played that yet either, I've had that ages. But again, thought it looked like it was going to be a realistic style racing game. It says unlock and race over 50 Ferrari cars. So I thought, you know, that sounds pretty good. Ultra realistic crash damage, incredible weather effects, race on famous tracks from Infineon to Monza. So I thought, why not? One thing I didn't check when I bought it though was the control scheme for this game. And then when I got home, I looked at it. You can use either the Wii remote and the nunchuck, or you can turn the remote sideways and use motion controls or the D-pad sideways to control it. You cannot use a classic controller or a classic pro controller to control this game. So I was very, very disappointed actually when I saw that. So that will be interesting to see what that plays like. The other one that I picked up was £5. The other thing I said I wanted to find was decent fighting games on the Wii, or see if there actually were any. They had a copy of Mortal Kombat Armageddon for £5. Really nice condition. Should have shown you the Ferrari one's complete as well. Really nice condition as well. Again, my knowledge of Mortal Kombat games after the first 3 games of Mortal Kombat trilogy is pretty poor. I know Mortal Kombat 4 came out and then the Dreamcast got Mortal Kombat Gold. As for all the ones after that, never played any of them. So I thought, you know what, this one says it's got over 60 fighters on, which I thought was incredible. It's got multiple different modes of play as well. So it'll be interesting to see how well they all feature. It's got standard one-on-one fighting, then it's got kind of like an adventure mode, and then it's got what looks like Mario Kart racing on it as well. So that is going to be really interesting to see how good each mode is. And with over 60 fighters, I think it must have pretty much every Mortal Kombat character ever, certainly from the time that this game came out. So that one is going to be pretty interesting to look at too. I've actually got a Vinted pickup as well that I've not opened. I've ordered a few things off Vinted. I put offers in for some bits and bobs, and some of them got accepted, but I don't actually know what's in here because there's only one. I remember ordering 2 games together, so I can't remember what this is, so we'll just open it and find out. It is a Wii game, and it's all stuck down on the inside. What is it? Oh yeah, this one. I remember this one. It is Batman the Brave and the Bold, the video game. Now, I've never played this, never heard anything about it until I saw a video that somebody did probably about 6 months ago. And he showed a little bit of footage of this game. And I thought, wow, that actually looks pretty cool. This is in amazing condition. I think this was £4. I want to say £4.80. And that was including the postage and the fee, which is why I got it. Because this is £5, I think, in CEX. And it's not a very common game. You don't see it in no local stores to me, so I thought, why not? Wow, this looks like it is in absolutely amazing condition as well. Maybe it's rubbish and he's never played it. Don't know. Disc looks practically flawless, so this is going to be an interesting one to look at. 2-player as well. Also supports link-up play with the Nintendo DS. That's what it shows in the corner. Maybe it came out on the DS as well. I've got no idea. Oh, it says control Batmite in the Wii version by linking it with the DS version, is what it says. I no longer have a DS, so I won't even be doing any of that. That is really interesting. That's actually a way nicer condition than I thought it was going to be. So there we go, 3 pickups today. Batman, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and Ferrari Challenge, all Wii games. Let me know down below which one you think is going to be the best out of those. I'm going to take a guess at Batman. I think that one looks the most interesting and looks like it might be the most fun to play. Let me know your thoughts down below, and like always, I'll be back in the near future with some more pickups. Goodbye for now.